Hi, welcome to my video training. We're gonna do prospecting with Brianna in April. It's cute, cutie pie. We'll see if she cooperates. She's been sitting here. I've actually done a couple takes already because she's not cooperating very good today. But I think she'll do fine. Just fine. Okay, so I'm on with the show. I just, I get a lot of messages and I connect with so many people and, last night I was kind of doing a little objection role playing with a friend of mine, Mike Grady, and I just kind of wanted to have my dog Bree be Mike, since Mike can't be with me because he's in Florida and I'm in Chicago, and so she's going to be Mike, and I am going to be the broke prospect. What do you think? And just so you know, guys, this is kind of to the extreme, and it's not a typical thing, but it's just things that you can say to people. If they're telling you they're broke. But I laced into him. I was the broke prospect, and I laced into him, and there was no way of coming around this objection. But I am gonna tell you, at the end, basically how to handle somebody like that. Okay, so it starts off with me reaching out to him, actually asking him for help. And because I feel that he can be, my last prayer, or the answers to my prayer. How about that? Okay, so he says, okay, well, April, the initial investment for the opportunity is $495. And I say, okay. And he said, and then, Bree, you have to act like him. And then he says, sounds like you are ready to get started. And then I say, no, I am broke. I can't feed my kids and my husband is dying. I can't pay for the hospital bill, so they won't do the operation to save his life. And then he says, well, why did you go to my site then? And he said, were you under the impression that it was free? And I said, because I thought you could help me. I need help so bad. I will work 24 hours a day. Just please help me and my husband. He is going to die. And then I go on to say, I need $45,000 or they won't do the operation to save his life. I need it within 2 weeks. And then he goes on to say, so you are telling me that my situation is my responsibility? Sounds like you need to take serious action to get out of the situation you created. No, and then I say, no, I am hoping you can help me change my life. I am willing. And then he goes, okay, call these numbers and get the money. And then I say, what did I say? Hold on. And then I told him, I said, I need you really bad to help me. I need $20,000 in 2 weeks. And then I need the rest in another 2 weeks. They're gonna let him die. And he says, and what did he say? Because he had a hard time with these objections. Okay, call these credit cards companies and see if you can get the credit to sign up. And then I say, okay, I will, but I have bad credit and I don't think I'm going to be able to get it. And then he goes, and then I told him, I said, I am so excited. I hope this works. And where's his good stuff that he said? And he said, okay, we'll call the credit cards and see if you can get approved. And then, if you get approved, call me back and we'll get you started. And I said, okay, I will. And then he said, I have other people to call and I got to get going. And I said, okay, goodbye. So anyways, I know that was a kind of a mess, and I'm not the best actress, you guys. I just want you to know that. But here's my puppy. But I try to come up with these creative videos for you, and hopefully they make you kind of laugh, because I'm kind of, screwing them up right now, and we're involving the dog, and my dog is Mike today, Mike Grady, great guy. Good, he does a lot of prospecting, and he's very dedicated to his job, to his business, as am I. I put a lot of hours into this, but the thing is that when you get somebody like that, don't just throw them a credit card number. I mean, you can do that, but I try to say, okay, well, let's think of 5 ways that you can come up with the money, and then let's set a goal of how you're going to do that. And that's how I handle situations like that. So I just wanted to touch on that really quick because I thought this was kind of funny. You know, I was giving them a really hard time, and you know, it's really hard to overcome those kind of objections. But you know, there does have to be a point in time where you just move on. You know, you can't keep chasing these people. I mean, you always hope for the best and you wish them luck, and you know, maybe a friendship will be created, and possibly they might even join later on, and that's fine and that's great, and you hope that you can help them. But you know, we can't answer all your dreams. It takes you to answer, you know, to set those goals and reach those goals. So I just wanted to say that, and then also I wanted to say about some emails that I got. I got an email from Gary Marshall about my video yesterday, and he was telling me about a guy that he was speaking to on the phone. The guy interrupted him and was explaining, while he was explaining the business to him, and he said, "Is that a pyramid scheme?" And he said, I chuckled to myself and said to him, you have a job and work for a big company, don't you?" And the guy said, "Yes." And I said, "Well, don't you think you are already involved in a kind of a pyramid scheme, a socially accepted one, with a great alarm?" He proclaimed, "No, definitely not." And they always disagree, and we all know this. But it is true, and it's more offensive to me is when the guy at the top of the company, the guy who owns the company, is really the only one making money. In MLM, this is the thing with MLM. You're not the only one there's not just one person making money. You can make as much money as you want. Matter of fact, you can make more money than if you were to go buy a franchise at McDonald's. You would have to literally invest millions of dollars to be able to make more money with a McDonald's franchise than you would with a MLM company. Okay? And this is just, you know, changing people's lives, and that's how I always look at it. So he said, correct me if I'm wrong, and then he said to him, "Who makes all the money in your company? Isn't it the assistant managers or the guy who owns the company?" And he went quiet for a few moments, as if a light bulb came on. Needless to say, as of yesterday, the guy has taken his first steps towards a better life, and I have pointed him and others in my team in the direction of your videos and blog. Well, he's so nice because he thinks, you know, he thinks highly of me, and I think highly of him. He's just such a nice guy. But you know, I always say there's a saying in the business: network marketing is for everyone. It's perfect for everyone, but not everybody is perfect for network marketing. And you know, sometimes you can never convince somebody. If they don't see the opportunity, you have to have that abundance mentality and move on to the next, on to the next, on to the next. You know, if they don't see the value of the opportunity you are showing them, move on. You can't make them see the value. Matter of fact, I don't work with people that I have to talk into. I don't even bother, because I just figure, you know what, if they're not going to see the value that I see in this, you know, even if it's like maybe a little bit of me explaining it to them, then they finally get it, that's cool. But I mean, if I have to really like debate with them and stuff, it won't go anywhere. As a matter of fact, all it will end up happening is somebody might get upset. So I just, you know, have that abundance mentality. I'll present my opportunity, but if they're like, it's not for me, on to the next. I don't try to talk people into it. But I mean, there are people who are really broke out there, and, you know, they need a change. They really do, and they would do anything to do it. And I wish I could help them. I mean, I really do. I wish I could help everybody, and you know, I mean, I could point them in the right direction and go get a credit card, you know, but I'd rather sit there. I mean, I've had people join my business that have weeded gardens for 2 months to come up with the money, you know, and those are where the success stories start. And I'm telling you, this guy is on his way. I mean, if he was willing to work that hard just to start his own business, then imagine what he's going to do with the company. And that shows integrity right there, because he started from the ground floor and worked his way up. I mean, he really worked for his business. So, you know, get them going or get them going, and that's just the saying that I always use. If they're not going to get going, then get them going. Get them going or get them going. So my poor dog, she has to be Mike. You're Mike today, aren't you? All right, and then I got a really nice, you know, I just meet so many cool people, so many people that inspire me, and that's what this business is all about, is inspiring people, you know, to change their life and helping them achieve their goals and it's just such a remarkable feeling, because I get emails all the time, and I even get really good, really nice people offering to help me, and and it's these are services that people would charge for, So I want to just say a special thank you, especially to Gary Marshall, because he's posted things, to others about my blog and is sending people to my blog. It's so cool, and it just shows that he's a better, not a better person, but he's a man with integrity. He's not afraid of that, and he's not a jealous man. And a lot of people, they tend to get jealous, and they're like, oh, they're like don't tag me in your videos. Well, why? Right? You don't want me reaching out to everybody? Why are you trying to stop me? Okay, so I want to go on to Andrew Mark Murray, who I've created another friendship with, and he's such a nice man. But he sent me a whole bunch of free, or not free. He sent me a whole bunch of books to download, free downloads for me to download for books, and he's also helping me put them in my blog. So look out for that. This guy's doing some great things. He's somebody to go to, definitely, if you have questions about your blog. I could answer some questions too, but I just wanted to point you in the right direction. Thank you, Andrew. I'm always giving you hugs, and you can give Brie a sloppy kiss if you'd like. And then, a special, I wanted to say, thank you for this email. I got an email from Ron Hugh McComber, and he said, MLM is the business of the 21st century. MLM is the best business ever. Unfortunately, 80-20 rule applies. There are too many stupid people out there. I think about all of my MLM businesses every day, but get so tired of trying to get it through people's thick skulls on how easy it should be. But it goes right over their heads. Many people could be making a lot of money. And and that just goes back to the get them going or get them going, and that this business is the network marketing is the perfect business, but it's not perfect for everybody. And that's what makes the opportunity so great, you guys. And there would be no opportunity in this if everybody was doing it. There would be no opportunity. So you need to think of it that way. I run through objections in my own mind all the time, and I give myself objections, believe it or not, but I overcome those objections by saying, the things that I just said to you, because, it helps me help others when I do that. But I have my own objections, and trust me, I have to overcome them every day. So I told him, I said, I hear you, Ron, but that is why there is such a great opportunity. If everyone was doing it, there wouldn't be opportunity in MLM. And that's true. Opposite of the herd, you guys. All these people want to follow the herd. We are doing, if you're with me on this and you have your own home-based business, we are opposite of the herd. We are doing everything opposite of the herd. And the people that are in the herd are, are in the education system that, everybody's talking about, where they train factory workers, and it's not their fault. They're brought up that way. It's just a very few people that have decided, what, I'm not going to follow that direction. I want to go in another direction, and I want to do better things with myself. Brie, it's getting on my nerves. Okay, and then I want to say, a special thank you to Andrew, who reached out to me and said hi. He said, he's been following me for the past couple days and watching my videos, and he really likes them. So cool. So cool. So, special shout out to, I really quick wanted to briefly touch on something, and this is going to have to be fast because I don't want to get past 15 minutes. I don't normally approach people through about my businesses or my companies, but right now we're running a special with Numis, and I suggest you get over to my blog, because right now you can get a coin for $75. This has never been done before, and it's only going to happen for 45 days. So get over to my blog, check it out, go over to my site, check it out. A really quick shout out. Ulysses Alanit, Ron Geluk, Andrew Roswell, Janet Barabu, Michael Giovannetti, and then a special thank you for pokes to Solomon and Dustina. Thank you very much for poking me. I hope you got my pokes back. And I'll talk to you guys later.